What do you want from me? Because I was wrong about Jimmy Butler not being a superstar, and I was wrong about expecting the Heat to lose yesterday. What else do you want from me?
I just want you to be happy, man. I just want you to enjoy it. That's all I've ever wanted for you, Dan, is to be happy.
Well,
like, I just want you to be happy and go on this ride with us. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to go out there and think, oh, my God, are they going to do it again? Who cares? Let's just enjoy what they're doing. Let's enjoy the moment, you know? That's all I'm saying. And have some faith in Pat Riley, your friend, your best friend, Pat Riley, who put this together. And now, guess what, Dan? As much as I want you to be happy, I want Pat Riley to be happy too. We all want Pat Riley to go out on top. We don't want it to end with a first-round exit. Maybe this is a year. Maybe this is the unexpected ride that Pat goes on. He can finally go back to his garage in L.A. and visit all his cars and that whole thing.
His cars
Never
are here.
gonna do it.
His cars are here.
Really?
Yeah, I was actually thinking about Pat
wow.
Riley. I was thinking about Pat Riley midway through the fourth quarter.
Me too.
Thinking about how badly he's failed Jimmy Butler.
Oh,
Did you see that video of him, though? The cameras caught Pat Riley in his seat, and he was not emoting except for the slightest Mona Lisa smile that read as, oh, this badass is proud of what he's watching, and also his nerve endings are so damaged from everything he's seen that the fact that this is breaking through a little bit is profound.
Well, he's getting bailed out by one of the greatest playoff performers in the history of all of sports.
No doubt.
What was Jimmy shouting the way that Dwayne
This is my
Wade-
shit. This is my shit.
And it was.
It is. It is, yeah.
That's what
That's
Mike
what I was
shouting
saying
last night.
Yeah, 3 a.m. But with a question mark at the end when I thought it was P.
This is my shit.
Something that happened last night to me that does not happen very often. I had
You cheered.
so little in the way of expectations
Fist bump.
for the Heat that I won. I thought the Bucks were just going to win wire to wire. So I bet them to win the first quarter, and they did, and the half, and they did, and they were leading after 3 quarters, all covering the point spread, and it fell apart at the end with the big bet to win the game, and I wasn't at all upset about that because I knew what I was witnessing, and I'm like, I want this. I want them to keep making threes. I want Caleb Martin to bring this back so that this can be a series.
The old win-win, huh?
The win-win.
I mean,
It's not a win-win, though.
It is a
because-
win-win.
But
you don't care about your loss because they
no,
won.
But if
Bet
the
against
Heat-
your
but-
team.
But if the
Right.
Heat had lost, because I like those people, I wanted them to win the game. I simply have doubted them all season with good reason.
Classic emotional hedge. And you've watched basketball this season. How many times have we said this is a turning point? And for the 80th time this season, I look at what I saw yesterday. I'm like, is this a turning point? Can they actually pull this thing off? I'm very happy to be wrong. Ultimately, I am a Heat fan, and I love watching Jimmy Butler perform like that because he just straight up stole a game with his greatness. But also, I really want to see Heat Knicks. I really want that for everybody. So it's not just so much I get to witness this unprecedented greatness in a Miami Heat uniform. It's also one step closer to recapturing that childhood magic.
Do you realize how rare it is for me to be happy to be wrong?
Same, brother.
The funniest part of last night's game was in the fourth quarter, in the middle of the run. Reggie Miller kept saying, this Bucks team, they're dealing with it right now, but they're not going to panic. Yeah. And then they cut over to a sweaty, panicked-looking Mike Budenholzer. Like, it was, like, comedically perfect.
Is there any other kind?
Is there any other guy?
He always looks like he's just been stirred awake while sleeping on his couch.
And he was literally schwitzing. He was literally, his forehead, you could see the sweat on his forehead. He's like, you know this team's not going to panic. Cut to a sweaty Mike Budenholzer.
Why didn't they call timeout? It was confounding.
I imagine it's because he didn't want the suffering to last longer. He just wanted to hurry up and get it over with. If he's saying, look, I've sent Middleton, I've sent double teams, I've sent what Pablo's calling. If he's not the best perimeter defender in the league, he's really physically strong and one of the best physical defenders on the perimeter. And Jimmy could get his shot whenever he wanted because it was jump shots over a smaller Drew Holiday.
The expectations for Kyle Lowry are so low that you come away from that fourth quarter thinking he performed really well despite having 2 boneheaded turnovers.
I
that
loved
should
what he
have
did,
cost
though,
them the
Mike.
game.
You know what he did, though? He was just getting in everyone's way.
Yeah.
And that's what Kyle
Well,
Lowry
he did.
does. Yes.
Listen, outside of that one bad pass to Duncan, which you could blame. I don't know who's to really blame there.
Don't forget the inbounds pass
But
with
he
2.6
was,
seconds
Mike,
left.
the last
He blamed Duncan. He blamed Duncan.
He
on
was
that.
good.
Why would Duncan go back to
You
that
cannot
spot?
say though he was like the third best player on the court behind Caleb and Jimmy
That's-
late in
He
that
was.
game.
No, he
No, I'm
was.
just saying you can't.
Such
You give him
sad.
what do you
100%.
That's
So sad.
You're
Playoff
not wrong.
experience.
You're
Yeah,
not
that's right.
wrong.
We can't rip him today. Give him his praise. He helped Jimmy.
If it were a
He's right,
tighter
yeah.
game, if Budenholzer calls a timeout, Kyle Lowry probably is the villain.
No,
And
Bam.
Bam too, but those turnovers were so bad at the end. Pablo, you were there with a real motley crew, and I'm wondering how loud that building was when Kyle Lowry did just get in the way, and I think the ball bounced off his ass, and it led to
He's great at that,
a
man. He
fast
is.
break dunk. It seemed like the loudest that building has been in quite some time.
So the context here is that this studio is across the street from the arena. And so I was hanging around work yesterday, like as the hours were wearing on, and I was like, I feel like we should go to this game. And the only people around to hear me say that were David Sampson, Juju Gotti, and Taylor, whose last name I still can't pronounce for the record. Sorry, Taylor, video producer. And Sampson just bought tickets off of StubHub or whatever. And so we walked across the street into this building, and the noise, at some point they bring out like the people carrying giant signs. And I was pointing and laughing at the fact that the giant signs said literally, prove that you're the loudest fans. As if it was like put through Google Translate. And I was like, this is stupid. And then I proceeded to be inside of the loudest building I've ever been inside of. It was, I just can't stress how childlike I felt smiling at a game in which I honestly dislike both teams. And I was watching this guy who's so good in the playoffs, Dan, that it validates a theory that had been mostly theoretical, that the switch is real. The playoff switch.
He says it's not real. He says after the game.
Fuck that! It's obviously real. It's an indictment of him in the regular season, if anything. That
It
he's
goes
this
both
good
ways.
now.
It's how theories work.
It
by
affects
the way.
Bam too. The switch is
what?
real.
You're allowed 2 more F words.
Yeah, this
so
is
just be
cute. This is
careful.
like Pablo, like when we first left ESPN. It's like, let me say the F word as many times as possible. Calm down, Pucko. Okay, you know what I mean? We have to beep these.
Pucko?
Yeah, I was gonna say Buddy, and then I was gonna say Bucko, and somehow P got in there.
It happens.
Yeah.
Mike felt the same way last night.
Stugotz, what were you saying?
Pablo was talking about a theory, and I was just explaining to him that's how theories work. That's all. What happened there?
An alarm is going off in this studio, reminding us of the Clevelander. Jeremy, let's get you in here because
Should we do that thing where we ignore fire alarms?
That's not a great strategy.
No.
That happened yesterday.
Okay.
Oh, then we're
probably-
good.
Well, it just went away, so we're good.
Jeremy, have your moment here because after yesterday saying the ridiculous thing that Tyler Hero is more important a loss to the Miami Heat than Giannis is to the Bucks, you somehow parlayed that into a victory lap last night because Jimmy Butler was Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, you know, Charles Barkley said Tyler Hero was more important than
you
Giannis.
said
I
he was
just
right.
supported someone who understands the game of basketball. Real hoopers know, Dan.
Exactly.
And realistically, Jimmy Butler, who I said is the best player in this series, is the best player in this series. Jimmy Butler in the NBA playoffs is the best player in basketball. He has been on a level that nobody expected from him, that nobody expected from this team, and for them to be up 3-1 against the Milwaukee Bucks just shows the level of superstar that he is, that he's been since the moment he got here. He led them to the finals in the bubble, and he has consistently shown up in the postseason, and to watch him do this, I mean, truly a legendary performance, and of course, proved me right.
You're still scared though.
Not even an ounce of fear. Not an ounce.
What, Tony? Who are you high-fiving?
What?
Yeah, I
I'm
can't handle
high-fiving
this.
Jeremy.
Look, man, I just need some support. Cortez isn't in here, and
I'm
I'll
here
take
to
it
support.
from Tony, even though
Heat
he's
and
not
5,
allowed
baby.
to
I got a
celebrate.
Heat hat
He's
on.
not
I got my
allowed
Heat.
to celebrate.
I got my Heat
Billy.
vintage shirt on. Billy's
I'm
here.
here. Yeah.
Nobody
This is
else
the
on the
most-
bandwagon.
This is
That's
the most
it.
fraudulent
Doors are
row I've ever
closed.
been a part
Tony,
of.
you're not allowed on the bandwagon.
I've been on the
Tony, you
Dan,
wanted
what?
them to dump games.
Yeah, these cows.
in the play-in.
That's crazy. I never
And the
said
fact
that.
that everybody
I never
in
said
this
that, Dan.
room, almost everybody in this room was just like, yeah, that makes sense as a
Almost
theory.
everybody.
Almost everybody in this
Almost.
room was just sitting here saying,
Theory,
like, yeah,
though.
losing and giving yourself a 0.5% chance at a first pick overall for Wembanyama. 5% chance.
Idiots.
And now they're up 3-1.
Exactly.
Cowards.
Bringing it home.
Tony,
I want to see the Knicks next series.
Tony, I'm going to have
Pete Nix
you.
is going to be a movie.
It is.
Tony, I need you to go sit in the penalty box.
Whoa!
Right
Yep.
now, please. You can't just lie to the audience. I don't know who said that.
Who said that? I didn't say that. That's
You,
great.
You can't?
You
I mean,
cannot.
Been doing it for 20 years.
Get out of here, Tony.
Oh, yeah,
You're
this
gonna
is
have to
man.
go sit in the
Whoa!
penalty box.
I want to make sure that nobody else can get on this bandwagon.
You're not allowed on the
No,
bandwagon.
Dan, I've been here since the beginning.
You no,
This man
I've got
told
my-
the Heat to lose.
Tony out.